TBI Gamer Dad here. Took a few minutes, had a couple cigarettes. Let exited, saved, reloaded, family. What is going on? Tired. Looks like somebody's gonna need to be changed when they're woken up. Or when they wake up. What? She is really going to town, serenading him. That is awesome. Oops. And he still wants to break up with her. I don't like that. I don't want to pin that. I don't like that. I wonder. Can I make him go to sleep and have that change? Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna let him do his thing. Oops. More choices. Program. Make plugin. So, I will be continuing on the next section. Dr. Seuss and philosophy. Oh, the things you can think. In a few minutes. Starting off strong with Socrates. Oh. Mod games. Nice. Make a plugin.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh.
Savant was the thing I bought.
Afflin.
Your
Ayabo.
plugins second to none. She's earned $15 from the sale proceeds. Awesome. We need to spend some money. Landscaping. Outdoor plants. Shrubs. Garden. Oops. An elephant. Why not? Everybody loves an elephant. Boom. Trees. Weeping willow. I like weeping willows. Hey, that's two weeping willows right next to each other. Awesome. Hello, how are you? Okay. So we got two elephants, one weeping willow. That should surely have added some value. So I need roughly $840 worth of landscaping. I wonder if I put, if I start growing a garden, if that would increase. Outdoor water decor, terrain tool, pools. Show me all of them, all at once. Everything. Majestic palm. I already got elephants. You like cats. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's even more ridiculous. At least that's fairly decent. Put them right next to each other. Boom. Awesome. Oh. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. Well, fine. Let's see, because I'm curious. Roses. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Lilies. Place in the world. No, come on. Stop. Just work with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah! Bushes. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Plants. Oh, come on. Plant. Plant. Quickly before sun comes up, please. Plant. Just one option. I like that. Yay. What? Plant. 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 Are you being disagreeable just because? Okay, cool. Well, she's doing her thing. He's doing his thing. The baby's still not up yet. Oh, I forgot to look. Is his things different? Yes, his things are different. Chat with Summer. Make something of excellent quality. Discuss fears after fulfilling wants. Okay, cool. Let's try one of these. We'll plant one of them, see if she does all three. That'd be pretty cool. Sun looks like it's coming up. Excuse me. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you mopping up? Why are you mopping up a puddle? Is it outside? If you're mopping up a puddle outside, that seems a little redundant. No. Okay. Oh, it's broken. Repair. Awesome. So, oop, okay. Well, that kind of makes me grumpy. Why do they both have skill bars over their head and they're not doing anything? Harumph. Coffee. food. Awesome. Why is he still asleep? No longer tired. Getting kind of hungry now. Up and down, boy. Okay, things that scare you right out of your pants. Socrates and Seuss on courage. That will be in the next section that I will be reading. Alright. 2 pages. Not too bad. Shouldn't he be get is she it? Shouldn't it be getting a bath? Goodbye. Okay. You will come to a Oh. 3:30. You will come to a place where streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly are darked. A place you could sprain both your elbows and chin. Do you dare to stay out, or do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? Places. Interesting. One of the major themes of Oh, the Places You'll Go is the importance of having courage when facing life's challenges. In this adventure, the young protagonist of the story faces many dangerous, uncertain situations. Unmarked streets, dark windows, confusing, wiggling roads, foul weather, prowling monsters. If he failed to face these problems courageously, to dare to go in, he would have missed out on most of his opportunities and adventures. He's able to succeed and move mountains in a large part because he dares to go on and take chances and face his fears. Boom, royalty report. Money, money, money. I'm curious, do they start out as vampires or So what is courage and how do you get it? Socrates' main discussion of courage occurs in Plato's Laches, where Socrates talks to 2 Athenian generals, Laches and Nicias. Although the dialogue itself is probably fictional, the characters in it were real people. Both generals were well-known Athenian military and political leaders during the long, bloody Peloponnesian War against Sparta in the later half of the 5th century BCE. As generals, their primary duties included training and rallying soldiers to face death in battle. So if anyone should be able to define or explain courage, it would be them. Socrates begins by asking Laches to explain courage to him. Laches answers confidently, "Good heavens, Socrates, there's no difficulty about that. If a man is willing to remain at his post to defend himself against the enemy without running away, then you may rest assured that that he is a man of courage. Oh, needs to go potty. Let's potty train this.
Binaza Shlof.
Oops. Spin the camera around. I think the next purchase is going to be probably replacing the shower that I have with a tub. But what Latches has in mind here is the kind of courage typically required of the Greek hoplites, armored foot soldiers, facing an enemy charge. At the time, hoplites typically fought in a tight formation called a phalanx. By fighting close together, they would interlock their shields to form solid wall of protection, with the spears of men behind protecting over the top. Such a formation made a frontal assault by the enemy difficult, but only if each man held his ground and protected his fellow soldiers. The tight formation would fall apart disastrously if any soldier lost his nerve and ran away. A soldier who did not remain at his post and protect his comrades therefore put everyone in his unit in great danger. No, that's good. Oh, hey, potty training by himself. Awesome. What is his issue? Very angry. What's he upset about? No. Stop. There we go. Losing controls from fear of unfulfilled dreams. That's it. Austin's had enough of the nagging feeling telling him to do this or that. Either he gets his way or nothing at all. Oh, he's throwing a fit. So he needs to paint more. That's all his issue is. Oh. And she's doing the potty thing. Is she doing the potty thing again? She's doing the potty thing again. Woot, woot. Awesome, let her go. This kind of remaining at your post courage is exemplified nicely by the noble elephant Horton in Horton Hatches the Egg. In the story, Maisie, the lazy bird, is bored. She doesn't want to sit on her nest hatching her egg anymore, so she convinces the kind-hearted Horton to give her a break, and he agrees to sit on the egg for her. However, she immediately flies off on vacation to Palm Beach, leaving poor Horton alone on the nest, sitting on her egg for months, apparently. But Horton refuses to give up, enduring thunder, rain, ice, and even mockery from other animals as he remains at his post and keeps his word. Eventually, Horton is even threatened by hunters who aim right full straight at his heart. But did he run? He did not. Horton stayed on that nest. He held his head high and threw out his chest, and he looked at the hunters as much as to say, "Shoot if you must, but I won't run away. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful, 100%. Hello, how are you? An elephant's faithful, 100%. That's... I know somebody whose favorite animal is the elephant because, they're big, they're soft, they're gentle giants. But if an elephant is faithful 100%, I don't know. But rather than shooting him, Horton's courage and faithfulness makes the story's happy ending possible. If he had run away, he would not only have abandoned the egg and his duty, but also put himself in greater danger. Right? Remaining at your post. Remaining at your post. Okay, they're playing. Yeah, remaining at your post is a good thing. You agree to... Oops. Internet quality, yeah. Is it? Hey, we made it through. Cool. I'm sure hoplites weren't necessarily agreed upon. It was probably more like conscription, but I don't know. The words of people have become more important to me as the years have gone by. Resume large abstract painting. You want to finish this? Classic painting. Large classic painting. I don't know. Remaining at your post, therefore, is sometimes very courageous indeed. But as Socrates points out, Lach's 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 definition covers only one type of courageous action. What about when military units perform other tactical maneuvers, such as a feigned retreat to draw the enemy in for a counterattack? What about the tactics of cavalry units, which swoop in for a quick strike and withdraw before they can be hemmed in? What about the courage shown by an army that has to retreat to fight another day? This is when a soldier most needs courage to protect his friends, when the army is demoralized and the enemy is bearing down on them. Socrates also wonders, quite rightly, about all the ways courage can be shown in situations other than battle. What about bravery people show in the face of dangers at sea, or illness, or poverty? Horton, after all, shows courage not only when he stares down the hunter's guns, but also when he confronts bad weather, the skepticism and mockery of the other animals, and the indignity of being caged up and shipped around the country in the circus. Also, Socrates asks, what about people who courageously stand up against injustice and evil? In short, the problem with Lach's first definition is that it is too narrow. It applies well to one set of circumstances, but fails to account for many other instances of courage. Yeah. There's a lot of definitions to courage. I mean, courage can be almost anything. And the cat's unhappy. Why is the cat unhappy? The courage to broadcast on a daily basis. The courage to maintain relations with people. Oh, put in inventory. No, it looks... Oh, sleeping again? Probably. The courage to maintain relationships. The courage to change. The courage to change and be a better person. Yeah. Courage enough to want to be a better person in face of the group of friends or what have you. Oh, hey, I want to check out the cat. Why is the cat unhappy? Frankie! Is it locked outside? Oh. No, wrong person. Wrong person. They're right person. Whee! Frankie! Oh no. Wake up, Frankie. Is there food in the bowls? There's food in the bowls. The courage to stand out among a set group of people.
Oopa!
People that have been your friends forever. You know, they're trying to convince you to do something you don't necessarily want to do. And the courage to stand up to them and be like, look, this isn't right.
Oh, no,
Hypothetically, you know. Well, there's a lot of hypotheticals I could throw out, but I guess I don't really need to. Remember when you talked about Susan Underwood? I went, awesome, congratulations. Yay.
Waffa Logan.
Latches sees the force of Socrates' argument, and so he next tries a new, broader definition. Courage, he now says, is a sort of endurance of the soul. A courageous person is one who has the strength of mind to endure fear and threats in any circumstance. Once again, Socrates finds a problem with Latch's answer. This time, his definition is too broad, because there are many cases where endurance of the soul is not genuine courage. For example, suppose that you are on a dare and the person endures dangers and lies down on the yellow line in the middle of a busy street. Or suppose a racist endures criticism and holds stubbornly to his hateful beliefs. Both of these display endurance of the soul, but neither shows genuine courage. If courage is a virtue and a good quality to have, Socrates argues, an action should count as courageous only if it is noble and good. Endurance, motivated by foolishness and stupidity, isn't courage, but recklessness or stubbornness. Reach. Yeah. King Derwin in Bartholomew and the Oblek offers a good illustration of the danger posed by the foolish, stubborn, and by the foolish, stubborn endurance of the soul. King Derwin rules the kingdom of Did, but despite his power and the happiness of his kingdom, he's bored with the four things that naturally come from the sky: rain, sunshine, frogs, fog, and snow. He wants something different and exciting. He summons his royal magicians and orders them to cast a spell to make something new fall from the sky. Why is the cat not coming in? I'm sorry, I need to figure out this cat issue. Plop it on the couch. Bring it in the house. What's wrong? Plop down on couch. Ah, I will show you, cat. I will plop you down on the couch.
Yashona and
Are you hungry?
herb?
Food dishes are full. They're in the house. You're outside. Anyways, we'll try to fix this. So this one exciting. He summons his royal magicians in order to cast a spell to make something new from the sky. Oblek. The king's page, Bartholomew Cubbins, precisely warns him, Your Majesty, I think that you will be very sorry. They'll do something crazy. Oblek. But the king won't listen, stubbornly persisting in his desire to be the mightiest man who ever lived, and have something fall from the skies that no other kingdom has ever had before. Again, Ooblik, just referencing the, hey, cool, he required a fitness skill. The results are predictably disastrous. The kingdom is inundated by the sticky green Oobleck, which covers everything and makes life impossible. But even at the lowest point of the disaster, King Derwin continues to resist Bartholomew's suggestion. He finally shows genuine courage only when, at the end of the story, he admits his mistakes and says he is sorry. Boom. Courage is the ability to say you're sorry when you're wrong. That's just one example of courage. These examples show that a courageous person needs not only to be able to endure fear, danger, and opposition, but also to endure them wisely at the right time, for the right reasons. True courage is about facing fear and danger and enduring risk for the sake of an important and worthy goal. A soldier who stands his ground in order to protect his comrades is courageous. Horton shows courage when he refuses to abandon the egg. Similarly, in Horton Hears a Who, the elephant again displays courage when he stands up and protects the Whos, a civilization of tiny people living on a dust speck whom none of the other animals can hear. So what kind of wisdom does a courageous person need? The second general, Nicias, proposed that courage is knowledge of the fearful and hopeful in war and every other situation. In other words, a courageous person has the knowledge to be able to determine correctly which risks are worthy facing and which risks are not. A courageous soldier has enough knowledge and wisdom to be able to determine when it's appropriate to have hope and stand his ground against the enemies, and when it's better to retreat. A courageous citizen knows when to actively resist a tyrannical regime and when to bide his time for a better opportunity. This is the courage displayed by Bartholomew Cubbins. He may be a simple page boy, but he alone is wise enough to foresee the terrible consequences of the king's arrogance. And sure enough, when the Oobleck disaster happened, he is the only one who keeps his head and recognizes what needs to be done. He defies the king, telling him what he needs to hear. Okay, Bartholomew Cubbins could hold his tongue no longer. And it's going to keep falling, he shouted, until the whole great marble palace tumbles down. So don't waste your time saying foolish magic words. You ought to be saying something plain and simple. You ought to be saying some plain, simple words. Simple words. What do you mean, boy? I mean, said Bartholomew, this is all your fault. Now the least you can do is say the simple words, I'm sorry. And if you won't even say you're sorry, you're no sort of king at all. That's Oobleck in the parentheses. Amazingly, this lowly page boy has the courage to berate a king who claims repeatedly to be the mightiest king in all the world. And he manages to shame the king into apologizing. Right? In the end, however, even Nicias' definition fails to explain the courage adequately. Oh, hey, cool. However, the problem is that all virtues seem to rest, at least in part, on knowledge of what is good and bad. Therefore, Nicias' definition fails to examine what is distinctive about courage, as opposed to other good qualities that a person might have. By the end of the dialogue, Socrates and the two distinguished generals have failed to find a complete and adequate definition of courage. That does make. No wonder one might wonder. Now one might wonder about the point of this exercise. Socrates wants a definition of courage, but if Laches and Nicias can do their job, why should it matter whether they can define it? But consider Laches and Nicias are supposed to be the two best generals Athens has to offer, and it is their job to teach the young men of the city how to be courageous. Moreover, in battle, they're the ones who make decisions about when to press forward, when to fall back, and when to cut losses and run. A general who is fundamentally confused about courage, the central martial virtue, okay, cool, won't be able to make these decisions well. How can he lead armies and teach his soldiers to be courageous when he doesn't even know what it is himself? And more importantly, how much do any of the rest of us know when these men who have spent their lives facing death and risk know so little? It's worth mentioning that although the historical Laches and Nicias both had some successes during the war, they are best known for their failures, for battles in which they led Athenians to their defeat. Given this history, we have to wonder, did their simplistic and unexamined ideas about courage contribute to their failures? That's interesting. So, that's interesting. Because their definitions were bad, is that why they failed at well, I guess they didn't fail, but they weren't as good. make as good at decisions as all that. I don't know. That's
full step. Freud Behane, a voice.
Harsagap Rebe?
oh,
Maranoi.
Wanu?
okay, cool. Close enough. I mean, again, what is courage? Courage is the ability to stand up for what is right, what is just, again, but from your perspective. Moral relativity. So, let's take, no, they're probably all corrupt. But let's.
Sensibi Kiniku. Swarspa. Githara.
I don't know if I can use King Arthur because I don't know if King Arthur is a real person or not. What is wrong with you, cat? Where is the cat? Is it back outside? No.
Oh, Vadish. Nabara Watanini.
The cat is probably hungry. Call Frankie to eat. Outside didn't see yourself once.
Dorna! MCAT.
Oh, 4 o'clock. What is good and just on a situation? I'll be right back. I gotta. Okay, cool. So, courage, the ability to stand up for what is right, and then moral relativity, what is defined as right and wrong, what is moral and just, what is immoral and unjust. It's all depends on perspective, unfortunately. I mean, there's societal norms, but even in societal norms, there's just look at the lists of people that went to a certain island for different reasons. It's honestly. Be sure to feed her before she gets taken away. Yeah. Where is she? Feed the kid. Feed the kid. Oh, the computer broke. Being moral, upright, just is again subjective. It's all subjective. It is. What is she doing? Feed the kid. Give food to Cassandra. Yeah. I mean, I would like to think that, hey, roses, that societal norms are not necessarily written in stone, but people are supposed to behave a certain way. Well, nowadays, it's as long as you are living your best life by whatever definition you define it as, that is the most important thing. Well, living your best life and not being concerned about other people's feelings or what have you is that your best life? Is that a life that you would? And some people it is. For me, not particularly, which is also why I'm doing what I'm doing and expounding upon philosophy.
Ah. Uh-huh.
Oh, what's this? Right jokes program. Make a plugin. Make a plugin. Whoops, wrong button. Hey, potty train the kid.
Malfoy! La, Iba Yibish.
Skill. Potty train.
Wapavura, Spoy,
Nice.
On Rumleray. Niborf.
No. So, courageousness is I guess there's a sliding scale of courageousness, courage, but let's see. Even as he challenges the general's unexamined beliefs, however, Socrates nevertheless helps us, the readers, of the dialogue to develop a deeper understanding. After reading the dialogue and thinking about the examples, we realize that courage does often involve standing firm, like Horton, having endurance of soul, and not abandoning our post in the face of obstacles and fear. But it also requires a sort of wisdom or knowledge to understand when it's worth holding firm and when it's better to change course. We can. Oh, cool. $11. Simoleons. When to chase course, we can see clearly in the contrast between stubbornness of King Derwin and the wisdom and foresight of Bartholomew Cubbins. Even if we still can't define courage precisely, we nevertheless come to have a clearer idea by examining our beliefs and thinking about these kinds of examples.
Oh, Lemnita.
Oh, next section. Simple, it's not. I'm afraid you'll find. Interesting. Yeah, courage. I don't necessarily think of myself as a courageous person. I don't look for arguments or disagreements and quarrels or fights of any form. But I do know what the difference between right and wrong, and I would rather be on the right side of things than not. But again, that's all a matter of perspective and moral relativity, because something that I might view as wrong might be what the other person needs. Again, i.e., my friend, loose term, the acquaintance I had from high school, where if a man does not behave a certain way. What the heck is he doing? Behave a certain way, abusively he does not love her, and that is the series of relationships. But therefore, but in that instance, there is more than likely a insecurities, not insecurities, but more than likely several insecurities as to why my acquaintance feels the need to be um, treated in such a way that that as to be. He's playing with a dollhouse, and the baby's going to join him. What's that? Is that the front? Is that? Oh, it's the steps or the back pond. That's awesome. Baby's kind of freaking out as it's walking, but that's okay. They usually do that. And you know, it's oh, poor kid. Okay, the baby is a vampire. Because that's vampire wings. So it is a vampire, it's just not a vampire yet.
Koshma?
They have to be old enough to
Thanks.
do the whole plasma pack thing. Okay, days till age up 25. Ooh, is it tablet in its inventory? Yes.
Blanchi? Brihao? Ooh, Weeba.
What's going on? Are they talking?
Uh-huh. Bemba?
Is she learning how to talk? Listen to, yeah.
Brihao? Ooh, Weeba. Hello. Huh? Patosh?
Horton hears who. I mean, it's just...
Kukaloi? Uh-huh. Oh!
That would be cool.
Blanchi?
Courageous. Courageousness is an interesting thought experiment. I mean, what... And then you got moral relativity on top of the courageousness. So could somebody act courageously for what could be perceived as the right reasons, but ultimately in the end be deceived in... Okay. So, let's say, hypothetically, person in a relationship, man, woman, 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 man, man, whatever. One person in a relationship goes to their friend and says, my partner is treating me like this. They're not having any spicy time with me, or not being very intimate. And the friend of the individual could give them a inspiring, heartfelt talk of, well, this person must be doing this person must be doing that, and you should act courageously and do this. Break up with them, leave them, or what have you, without taking the other person's side into consideration. Maybe they stopped intimacy because, I don't know, they need more affection, they want more appreciation. They're not feeling very valued as a guy. It is provide and provide. That's it. That's usually the gist. You know, if I'm not providing a paycheck or providing a clean house, there's no use to me, so therefore connections get lost. If you don't want to have
Currency.
if you don't want to try at a relationship because trying is too hard and your friend convinces you, hypothetically again, and your friend convinces you that you should leave, and that is a more courageous opportunity, or the most courageous thing that you could do, then you got to question your friend's motives. One, I mean, is the friend trying to manipulate you into staying loyal and faithful to them, or does the friend know the entire situation from both sides, or just your perspective? And if they don't know both sides and they're giving you the advice to leave, then are you acting, the individual, are you acting with courageousness, or are you acting out of fear? So, I mean, could courageousness be spun into lies? Anything can be spun into lies. It's not that easy. Oh, why? Just finished painting a masterpiece. Woot, woot. Oh, hey, wrong person. Oh, oh. Sell it to an art gallery. Woot, woot. 5 paintings done. Can I sell you? Resume classic painting. Then resume medium realism painting. So, yeah. That is where I stand with that. I question people who are too sure of themselves. Because if they're so sure of themselves and they are afraid of questioning their morals, ethics, and values, then obviously they are not as secure in themselves as they would like you to as they would like you to think they are. Because, I mean, if you can't discern, hey, this is going to hurt my relationship with my partner. This is going to hurt my relationship with my friend. This is going to hurt my relationship with my daughter, or whatever. Question it. You know, there's I don't know.
Ah.
The courage to point out this person's actions were more detrimental to you than I think you this person's actions were more detrimental to you than you might understand. You know, it's same like someone's best friend. Hey, might be your best friend, but they did this to you, they did this to you, they also manipulated you this way, that way, and sideways, and you still hang out with them, don't bat an eye every time they tell you that this is bad, that's bad, because they are the moral rule and guide, because they're Christian? Is that how that works? No, don't get me wrong, I know some Christians that are pretty decent people. Awesome. But I also know some Christians that claim to be Christian and still have gatherings of a certain type of people for certain types of parties that I find, you know, shallow. I mean, if you were just going to go to a party to get a physical fix of some sort, then you're just another junkie. The only difference is it's legal and it's not as amoral or immoral as it used to be, going and riding the train, let's say. I mean, I have thought about having more people, adding more people, but I've never gone through because I am honestly not that type of person. I am not that type of person. One, I don't have. I mean, I could. Yeah. I don't think it would be. It would be fun. It would definitely be an experience, but need to feed. But it is not something that is needed. It will not enhance. Great. So I have a group thing, and I feel great for the 30 minutes, half an hour, hour and a half, whatever, while the experience is happening. But then after that, what is there? Nice meeting you. Have a nice night. Thank you for the moments of fun. And that's that. Significant others jealous, and the person that wrong person. The person that was part of the fun is now come and gone. Probably never heard from again. And if they are heard from again, it's probably going to just lead to more ruin. I've seen what happens in a family dynamic over the last few years when people put their own selfish pleasures above their partners. So yeah, it sucks. Might as well go for another 4 minutes. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Cat's upset again. Where's the cat? Cat stuck in one spot yet again? What's wrong with the cat? Go talk to the cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Meow. Yeah. My daughter,
Oh, yeah, this far.
she told me the other day, a couple weeks back probably, that what? No, there is multiple food dishes and they're all full. Call Frankie to eat. Don't forget to fill up. Yeah, well,
Jiva,
yeah.
Kalu.
Over the last 12 years, almost 13 years, I've friends come and go, and this person has had relationships that come and go. It's almost destroyed family a couple times, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I don't know where I sit with it, but there's definitely some trauma bonds going on in that relationship and things of that codependency issues. But that's okay. Not my family, not my issues. If people want to behave like they want to behave, then that's how they're going to behave, and I can't do nothing about it. Yay! Let's see, what am I thankful for? I am thankful for the ability for new beginnings. I am thankful for differing perspectives. I am thankful for my parents, my kids. Frankie is running away. She will make her. But you know what? I tried. Maybe if I get a new cat, adopt another cat, or they adopt another cat. Hungry. Give food to Cassandra. I am appreciative for, let's see, I am thankful for the courage the courage to end friendships that needed to be ended, and I am thankful for um, seeing my value as a person. I have definitely no feed the kid. Over the past year, I've definitely seen my value. No playing games. Feed the kid. Feed the kid. Ah. Oh, overtime. Let's see. I am thankful for counseling. I enjoy my counseling. I'm thankful for differing perspectives. I think I've said that one already. I am thankful. Yeah, just having the ability to do what I am able to do, and the discernment of what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Feed the kid. Oh, for today. So yeah, feed the kid. Can't keep a cat in the house, but you gotta feed the kid. Called it over the food dish. Everything. Did everything. Did everything I could. But awesome. So this, with that, I think, uh, yeah, awesome. This is TBI Gamer Dad. I will probably be back for one more episode so we can get through one more section of the Dr. Seuss. Where did I set it down? There it is. Dr. Seuss and Philosophy of the Things You Can Think. And that will probably be my last Sims for the day, and switching over to Ark. Woot woot. Awesome. Thank you, and I'll be back in a little bit. This is TBI Gamer Dad. Be thoughtful, be thankful, be appreciative. Later.